Hi students, welcome to my channel. In this video, let us learn the basics of vectors. So, any quantity that can be measured is called physical quantity. Physical quantity can be measured. All quantities which are measured are physical quantities. Mass is 10 kg. So, the 10 is called magnitude of that physical quantity. Velocity is 20 meter per second. The 20 is magnitude of that velocity. Like that, all physical quantities can be measured and will have magnitude. Now, if all physical quantities are divided into two types, scalar and vector. First, if you take scalar quantity, scalar is the physical quantity which has only magnitude. If it has only magnitude, then that physical quantity is called scalar. Magnitude means just like force is 5 Newton. 5 is the magnitude. Time is 10 hours. So 10 is the magnitude. Mass is 2 kg. 2 is the magnitude. So like that, if it has only magnitude, then that physical quantity is called scalar quantity. Next, vector. So the physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction and also obey vector law of addition. So there are three conditions for a physical quantity to be vector. One is it should have magnitude, second it should have direction, and third condition it should also obey vector law of addition. This vector law of addition again we will study. So now, if physical quantity has both magnitude and direction, also obey vector law of addition, then it is called vector quantity. So examples for scalars. You take mass. So we say mass of a body is 5 kg. We don't say mass is 5 kg upward, mass is 5 kg leftward. We don't say direction because it doesn't have direction. So mass has only magnitude. Mass is a scalar quantity. And you take time is 10 hours, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So we don't say 2 minutes to the right side, 5 minutes to the left side. We don't say the direction for time. So time has only magnitude, time is a scalar quantity. Distance is the length of the path taken. So it is the length of path. So it doesn't have direction. Distance is a scalar. Distance upon time is speed is a scalar because distance is scalar. Distance divided by time is speed is also scalar. Like that, many examples are there. Next, vectors. If you take displacement is the shortest path, shortest length from initial to final. So it is a straight length from initial to final. There is a specific direction. Displacement has a direction. Also by vector law of addition. So displacement is 5 meter. So 5 is the magnitude. So what is its direction? From initial to final position. So it has a direction also. It obeys vector law of addition also. So displacement is a vector quantity. Next, you take velocity. Velocity is displacement upon time. So displacement is vector. Displacement upon time is also vector. Velocity is a vector quantity. Then acceleration. Acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Velocity is a vector, acceleration is a vector. Force is a vector. You say force is 5 Newton. So I am applying 5 Newton towards you. So 5 Newton is the magnitude, direction is towards you. So force is a vector. It has both magnitude and direction. Obey vector law of addition. You are applying 10 Newton towards me. So it has the direction. So I am applying 5 Newton upward. So force has both magnitude and direction. So it is a vector quantity. So like the displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, like that many examples are there. But if you take electric current always flows from high potential to low potential. Just like water flows from more height to less height. like that electric current flows from high potential to low potential. It has a specific direction. Electric current has a direction, both magnitude and direction, but it does not obey vector law of addition. So electric current is not a vector quantity, right? So like that, if physical quantity has both magnitude and direction, not enough. It should also obey vector law of addition. Then only that physical quantity is called vector quantity. Now representation of a vector. So any vector can be represented by a line segment. We can draw a line. Length of this line segment represents magnitude. More the length, more the magnitude. Less the length, less the magnitude. If you put arrow mark, this arrow mark indicates direction. So it has both magnitude and direction. It is a vector quantity. So now a vector can be represented by a line segment with an arrow mark. If this vector is a velocity vector, we write V. If this vector is a force vector, we write F. Here let us write, in general, this vector is representing A. So we write A bar. This bar indicates direction. Without bar, it is a scalar, it is not a vector. So this A is the magnitude. We are writing A bar means it has both magnitude and direction. It is a vector quantity. So now if you take more the length, that vector will have more the magnitude. Length of the line segment is directly proportional to magnitude. So now we can take equal vectors. So equal vectors, if two vectors are representing same physical quantity and having same magnitude and same direction, then those vectors are called equal vectors. Let us take, this is the one vector, so it is A bar. Another vector having same magnitude. So what A bar has a length, now this is B bar. This B bar also has same length. Same length indicates same magnitude. And direction is also same to the right side. So A bar and B bar have same magnitude, same direction. And both are called equal vectors. So simply we can write A bar equal to B bar. B bar equal to A bar. They are equal vectors. So if it is A bar, then this is also A bar. If it is B bar, then this is also B bar. So we can understand, if it is A bar, we can draw this vector here also. Means we can translate this parallel to itself. We can move this but without changing direction. Then the vector remains same. So there are three conditions for equal vectors. Both should be representing same physical quantity. If one is force, another is velocity, we cannot equate them. If one is velocity, another also should be velocity vector. If one is force vector, another also should be force vector. Both should be representing same physical quantity, same magnitude, same direction. Then they are called equal vectors. Next, let us see negative vector. So, negative vector. Negative vector means same magnitude. Two vectors should have same magnitude, representing same physical quantity, and they should be in opposite direction. So same condition, but direction is opposite. This is A bar and this is B bar. Same length, same magnitude, but direction is exactly opposite. So representing same physical quantity, same magnitude, but opposite direction, then one is called negative vector of another. B bar is negative vector of A bar, or A bar is negative vector of B bar. So we can write here A bar equal to minus B bar. Minus in vectors, minus indicate they are in opposite direction. Right? Next, like parallel vectors. So parallel means we should understand two vectors are in the same direction, same straight line. Like parallel means, so if it is A bar and this is B bar, two vectors are parallel to each other and they are in the same direction, then they are called like parallel vectors. Then unlike parallel vectors. So unlike parallel vectors, so two vectors A bar and B bar are in opposite direction. Then we can say they are unlike parallel vectors. Next, zero vector, or it is also called null vector. So a vector whose magnitude is 0, then that vector is called null vector or zero vector. So magnitude should be 0. For example, you take velocity of an object which is at rest. What is the velocity of an object which is at rest? 0. So velocity is a 0. Velocity is a vector quantity and its magnitude is 0. Then it is 0 vector. Then what is its direction? So direction of 0 vector cannot be determined. We cannot find its direction. Next, unit vector. Unit vector. So the vector whose magnitude is 1 unit is called unit vector. If that vector has 1 unit magnitude, it is called unit vector. Now how to find unit vector? For example, unit vector in the direction of A bar, if A bar is a vector, then its magnitude of A bar is A. So if you divide that A bar with its own magnitude, if A bar is the vector, its magnitude is represented by A. So divide the vector with its own magnitude. So what is the magnitude of A bar? A. A and A get cancelled, then magnitude of this vector is 1. Then we get unit vector in the direction of A bar. So unit vector in the direction of A bar is A bar divided by A. A is the magnitude, A bar is the vector. So what is the unit for unit vector? Unit for unit vector. Here, if it is velocity vector, this is the magnitude of velocity. So both are velocities itself. Then units cancel. No unit for unit vector. Unit vector doesn't have any unit. It is used to specify the direction. Unit vector mainly used to specify the direction.